If someone were to tell me that I could only tell 3 pieces of advice to young people out there and not ever share anything else again, this is what I tell them. I feel like some people need to hear about this, especially if you're a young person that really wants to do something with their life. So what I really want to say first of all is that you should just never bargain on yourself. People always try to postpone themselves. They try to postpone other things. They're like, I'm not going to light this candle today. It's too fancy. I'm going to do it when there's a special occasion. I'm not going to open this bottle of wine. I'm not going to be wearing this special dress because I'm waiting for something special to happen. I'm waiting for something better. I'm waiting for a different opportunity in the future. But I've already said this a couple of times. There is no future and there is no past. There is only the now. And once you actually start to live healthily and happily in the now, that's when you're going to attract all the good stuff. And enjoy the small things now. It's all about the details in life. If you start to enjoy life right now and do the things that you actually want to do right now and not just postpone it to another point in time, that's when you're going to get so much happier. And these things are already changing in this generation anyway. If you look at your grandparents and their poverty mindset, you will quickly realize that they are just living in an energy of lack. Their mind is just programmed to live as if they don't have enough of everything. So I want you to understand that you should live in an energy of abundance, because abundance is basically just our natural circumstance. We are born to live in abundance. We have the birthright to be abundant. And this is really, really pivotal. Let me explain why. If you look at nature, you will see that abundance is our natural circumstance. Just look at some snowflakes. Will you be like, there aren't enough snowflakes? If you go to a place where you have green grass, can you count the grass? Can you actually count the snowflakes that come during wintertime? Can you count the trees that grow in a forest? No, because there's an abundance of these trees. There is more than you would ever need. It's just a flowing, overflowing energy. It is enough. And once you really establish this for yourself and live in an energy of abundance, you will attract so many amazing things in your life. You will attract abundant relationships, abundant people, an abundance of money, an abundance of healthy food, all the kind of stuff that you actually would want. This is what I think that's basically just the key to an extremely happy life. And even if you do not have enough of some things, even if you're not happy with your financial situation, with your relationship situation or anything, you should still look at the good parts. Whenever you're out there in nature, just look at, okay, there's an abundance of air right now. I am grateful to be breathing. I am grateful to be living and thriving as my best and highest version. I am grateful to have all this grass here. It is an abundance of grass. It is an abundance of fruits and groceries I can buy at the grocery store. Just realize these things and implement them in your life on a daily basis, because then you will actually see that abundance is your natural circumstance. There is no such thing as a lack for you. So what I actually meant in the beginning by light that candle, wear that special dress, and do the things that you've been wanting to do is that if you do not do it and you just keep waiting for a special occasion, you're putting yourself in a position and an energy of lack. And you don't want to live in the energy of lack. You want to live in the energy of abundance. So act like you're abundant. Because once you act like something, that's exactly what you're going to attract. And we all know about that. The law of attraction is basically just a principle that everybody knows about now. So once you really realize the beauty of life and its varieties, you will actually just begin to see the bigger picture. I hope you can actually just get the message I'm trying to deliver in here, because if you do not get it, that's totally fine. But if you do get it, implement it in your life. There's many people that watch these self-improvement or spiritual, holistic kind of videos, whatever it is, and then they don't actually do something. Because you could watch as many motivational or healthy videos as you want. You can read as many books as you like, but if you don't actually do something, what are you doing this for? I've kind of said the exact same thing in another video before, but I really stand by this. It's important to put in the action. This is also what I'm trying to say with this. So next time you feel like not doing something, you feel like not spending that money, you feel like not wearing that special dress, you feel like not lighting that candle, anything of that kind, I hope you get what I mean, then just do it anyway. And when it comes to all of this, you need to look at the journey as a whole. We humans tend to really look at the outcome at the end. If you keep focusing on the outcome and your goal itself and not on the journey as a whole, then you are just not going to be successful in the long run. Or you might be successful but not really achieve that happiness. You should not ever let your happiness depend on an external circumstance, like having enough money, being in a relationship, any of those things. You need to really fully love yourself from within and look at this life that you have, this physical incarnation that your soul chose to be born in, as a whole. And once you do this and realize it is all just a journey that you are on, you could think of life as a big hiking experience on a huge mountain. You will see that you cannot take all the food that you need for all these days just in one single bag. And if you take all the food in there and you just try to rationize it, and you keep rationizing every single bit of your food, you're gonna die, essentially, or you are just going to have such little energy. But if you're gonna eat the food that you have and then look at the mountain life as a whole and see that, oh, there's berries growing, there's animals I can hunt, there's all these different things on the journey that I could actually just engage with and that I could get on. And because you cannot put all the resources in just one bag and neglect the resources that grow on the mountain literally right before your eyes. Life is exactly the same. Once you look at the blessings that you already have and focus on all the abundance that's in your life, it's like looking at those berries, realizing, oh my gosh, there's so many berries here, there's so many animals, all these things that could give me nutrition when you're on that mountain and, energy. That's what I'm talking about. And life is that mountain, so you look at all these different aspects of life and you will quickly realize that you have so many different resources within yourself. Nothing is just only external. What I actually meant by this mountain analogy is that you should just focus on what you already have in front of you. You should focus on what you have within yourself. If you only take what you have on your back, on your shoulders basically, that weight, and use that to get forward, you are not going to get forward. You should not rationalize anything that you have. And this is what I actually mean by light that candle, wear that dress, wear that perfume, do what you actually want to do. You will get more of this anyway. It's not your last time doing this, that, and that. Just know that you're living in an abundant world. Everything that we need is here in an overflowing energy. So why don't we really put anything into rations? You should not do this, okay? What I really wanted to add at the end is that life is a journey and you should treat it as such. If you do not treat it as a journey but you only look at the final outcome you might experience when setting a goal, you're not going to get there. Let me just use the mountain analogy again. If you're at the bottom of the mountain, you're not going to teleport to the top. You need to take those little steps and enjoy the journey while doing it. Because if you do not enjoy climbing that mountain itself, what will the top of the mountain actually give you? Exactly nothing. You need to do this whole thing and enjoy climbing it itself. This is just your sign to do that one thing that you've been wanting to do and not ever wait for anything special to happen. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, the sun is coming in. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope this really helps some people and this reaches the right people that actually need to hear this. Thank you guys.